Hello Densels and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing something a little different from my usual killer build and gameplay videos. We're diving into developer updates for the PTB of Dead by Daylight, specifically a long overdue rework for one of the most iconic killers in horror history, Freddy Krueger the Nightmare. I don't usually cover PTB updates in this manner, but this one's special. Freddy has been a staple of the game for years, and this update promises to breathe new life into the Dream Demon. So let's break down everything Behavior Interactive has revealed. First off, let's talk philosophy. Freddy has always had a unique and thematic playstyle, but he struggled to keep up with Dead by Daylight's ever-evolving meta. This rework aims to make him feel more dynamic and threatening whether the survivors are asleep or awake. The devs have leaned into Freddy's dreamlike abilities, ensuring he's a consistent menace throughout the match. Whether you are a seasoned veteran or new to the Nightmare, these changes promise a fresh experience. Now, let's get into the meat of the update for Freddy's power, shall we? First off, Dream Snares and Pallets. A long requested change is finally here with the upcoming PTB. You can now swap between the Dream Snares and Dream Pallets with the press of a button, much like you can swap from the Clown's Hindering and Haste bottles. This added flexibility not only raises Freddy's skill ceiling, but also makes him far more adaptable in different situations. Dream Snares now move at 12 meters per second and have a 5-second cooldown. They can even go through walls and stairs, though not off ledges. These snares now interact differently depending on whether the survivor is awake or asleep. Sleeping survivors will be hindered for 4 seconds, while awake survivors will gain an additional 30 seconds on their sleep meter. This ensures that Freddy's snares remain useful regardless of the survivor's state. Dream Pallets, however, have been completely reworked and how they interact with survivors. Triggering one now causes a geyser of blood to erupt after 1.5 seconds, dealing damage to sleeping survivors and adding 60 seconds to the sleep timer for those who are awake. Mind games just got deadlier and more cinematic. Alright, now let's talk about Freddy's teleportability, the Dream Projection, which is also getting a major buff. You can now teleport to completed, blocked, and endgame generators as well as any healing survivors in the dream world. Teleporting to a healing survivor places you within 12 meters of their position and reveals survivors within 8 meters using Killer Instinct, similar to teleporting to a locker like the Dredge. So if you run Nurse's Calling and Sloppy Butcher with his ability, no healing survivor is gonna get away clean. The cooldown has been reduced from 45 to 30 seconds, but teleportation can no longer be cancelled, much like using the Class Photo add-on, which adds a layer of commitment to your playstyle. These changes aim to make Freddy feel more omnipresent, a true master of psychological and physical torment. Now let's talk about the dream world. The devs have added some visual polish to make it feel more immersive and terrifying, with more improvements planned for the future. Healing survivors in the dream world will now be revealed by Killer Instinct for as long as they're healing, with the effect lingering for 3 seconds after they've stopped. Sleeping survivors can now use any alarm clock to wake up, but these clocks will have a 45-second cooldown after use. This change for survivors means you no longer have to go clear across the map to find your alarm clock, because if you didn't know by now, the one you have to use is always the farthest one from where you fell asleep. These tweaks aim to balance the experience of playing against Freddy without diminishing his power. Now let's talk add-on changes. Freddy's add-ons have also received a substantial overhaul, encouraging more creative loadouts. Here are some of the highlights. We're going to start with the Red Paintbrush and Iridescent add-on. It now reveals the aura of survivors in the dream world when they're further than 32 meters away and increases each survivor's sleep meter by 50%, compared to its present abilities to start all survivors in the trial in the dream world, and making it so failed skill checks don't wake survivors from the dream world. Next up, the Black Box Iridescent. Exit gates are blocked for sleeping survivors for 15 seconds when opened. Doesn't seem like a big change, but presently the black box states recently opened exit gates are blocked for 15 seconds, meaning the change will only affect sleeping survivors. Moving on, we have the Swinging Chains Very Rare add-on. After using Dream Projection, all vaults within 16 meters are blocked for 6 seconds. Presently, while survivors are in the dream world, it just makes the sound of their footsteps 50% louder. So this one is getting completely changed around. These changes should make Freddy's add-ons feel more impactful and thematic, giving players more tools to personalize their approach. Alright guys, there you have it. Freddy Krueger's Rework is shaping up to be a true game changer, revitalizing his playstyle while keeping the core essence of the nightmare intact. Whether you're using dream snares, baiting with explosive dream pallets, or teleporting to survivors across the map, Freddy's toolkit now feels more versatile and horrifying than ever. So, what do you think of these changes? Are you excited to step back into the dream world? Or do you think survivors will have the edge against the new Freddy? Let me know in the comments below. I really want to hear how much you hate or love the updates coming to this classic killer. Also, don't forget to hit that like button down below. Every little bit helps improve the channel. Make sure to subscribe for more killer build content. And you can go ahead and join us in the den on Twitch Live. Even more so, you can come join the rest of us in Discord. We'd love to have you. Until next time, Den Souls, stay sharp. And don't fall asleep.